Hey guys, so I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about people that suffer with borderline personality disorder, and I would almost guarantee there's probably at least a few people or more that are going to tune into this video that maybe have this. And the truth about this is it's actually really sad for the people that have this, and I feel for them because I have dated a girl before with BPD, and it is a sad thing for these individuals to go through. And the way they feel and the way they think, it's like they always think any relationship they ever get into is going to come to an end, which of course in life we all die, everything's going to come to an end, but they continuously think 24/7 that it's going to come to an end, like today, like tomorrow, like next week. They just always have this fear of abandonment. They fear intimacy and they fear close connections with people because this is the way they think. They usually push everybody away and end up having no good people in their lives because this is the way their brains are wired for whatever reason. Something could even happen to them whenever they were young to cause them to be this way. And it's a sad thing. Like I said, you try to comfort them, you try to let them know that everything is going to be okay, but they just have these mental and emotional breakdowns, and it's really sad. Like, it almost brought me to tears whenever I went through this with a girl that I used to be close with, and it's very sad. Like I said, you try to tell them that everything is going to be okay, but even that, it's just not enough. They're going to do what they're going to do. And when I say it's not enough, I mean it could help them knowing that you are there for them and that you care about them. But they get to a certain point where they get so scared. They're so afraid. They are so afraid, and it can mess you up if you were with one and you don't know what's wrong with them. It can, but if you understand them like through and through, like I understand it right now, if you have that deep of an understanding and you were with one, you might still feel effects from what could happen in the relationship or the friendship that you have, but it will have much less of an effect because you will understand why they are taking the actions they are taking towards you. You will have a deeper understanding and a wide variety of knowledge on why things are the way they are, and you won't feel like you are the problem or things are because of you. You will understand that they have a mental disorder and a mental dysfunction within themselves that just cannot be helped sometimes. Like I said, they're going to take their emotional and mental breakdowns, and you're going to see it for yourself. And you might even feel like you can help them, you can get them through it. But at the end of the day, they're going to take the actions that they take. If they want to push you away, they're going to push you away. You should not try to fight for them in this time because they're just going to block you. They're going to erase you off social media, delete out of the contacts, and they're going to do whatever they're going to do after that. But just understand that they have this problem that they cannot let you get too close. They can't. They don't want you to get too close because they don't want to feel any more than they already feel for you. It's like they might and they could be capable of loving you a little bit more than they do, but it's like when they get to that bridge, when they get to that point, they stop, they cut it off, they don't continue on, because if they did, they feel like they are in enemy territory. They feel like threatened because of it. And like I mentioned in other videos that I've done on this, they have these fleeting thoughts up, down, up, left, right, right, left. It's crazy the way that they think. And it's very exhausting for yourself or for anyone to be in a relationship with these people. I do not recommend it, but if you love somebody that much and you're willing to go through it with them, I say you can make the decision on that by yourself. But for me, honestly, it's too much. Like, it really takes a toll on you, and it affects you and your mental health. And it's just crazy because you could really care about this person a lot, but you just know yourself that you cannot be with them in this case. Like, they really need some serious help, and you're not the one that can help them. You might comfort them at times, like I said, but you're not going to fix them, and they're not going to magically change for you as much as they wish they could, because there's some days where everything is perfect. You feel like they love you, they're showing it, you have great times with them, they're not thinking about this stuff, and all of a sudden they could wake up the next morning and it is what it is. Their mood has changed, their ways of thinking have changed. They feel this anxiety, they feel this pressure, they feel like almost suffocated around you. They just feel like you are a serious burden right now to them. They feel threatened by you because they know they're growing closer, and that's when they feel that fear. They feel scared, they feel afraid. And this is what people have to go through that suffer from BPD. And like I said, when people get too close, they end up pushing them away, and they're known for that. It happened to me. Like I said, I've been in situations where it was off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on. It's like when it gets to that certain point where it can exceed the level that you're at right now with this person, they cut it off. And then once they cut it off and they're away from you for a while, now they can restart with you because they feel more comfortable now that they had space. And I even know, I'm pretty sure I dated 2 girls like this. 2. And they just don't do well with intimacy. They don't do well with getting close with you in person, but they do well over a cell phone, where they can hide their feelings and their emotions, and they don't really get caught up in their own feelings over a cell phone as much as they would if you're in person with them, spending lots of time around them. They can really make people feel exactly how they feel. That's another trait that they have. Because you're going to feel, especially if you can exceed a relationship with them. I'm pretty sure that they get into relationships with certain people, and it gets to a certain point, and they might go a little bit longer with others. But once it gets to that certain point, they cut it off, which it could have went a little bit longer with this specific person. The longer it goes in a relationship with a person with BPD, the more that you are going to suffer because you became more attached. The longer you spend with this person, the more it's going to hurt when it gets cut off. The lesser amount of time you spend with this person and it gets cut off, you're not going to suffer quite as much, but you could still feel very hurt and let down and disappointed. These are all the things that I felt. I felt extreme disappointment in some of these girls that I've dated, and it came to an end. It was devastating because I see nothing but good things out of these girls. It looked good. Everything looked good on paper, and it happened. And they just can't help it. They continue their ways, and it just never changes. And they hate themselves for this too. That's another thing. They hate that they're like this. They wish they could just be normal. They wish they could have that relationship that they truly desire, because They do want it, and they always come back to it. I've been approached by these same girls after these things have happened, and I just couldn't let myself go through this again because it's too much. I can't get my hopes up like this. I can't catch even a little bit of feelings for these girls again and get let down, because it's starting to hurt me. It's starting to affect me, and it could threaten my way of how I see other regular girls, and it could affect my relationships if I continue to try with these girls, because it starts to wire your own brain like this, and you will think like them, and that could be a bad thing for you. So these are reasons why I could not dip back into these relationships, and I'm sure you guys will all understand what I'm saying here. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm going to cut this one off now. I will be back tomorrow with some more videos. Have a great rest of this Wednesday, and I will be back tomorrow with some more videos. Until next time, peace out.